Canada had one sort of main screen TV down in the shared common area for athletes. And that to me was the neatest place to be, because that's where you got to meet the other Canadian athletes in a very low-key, low-stress situation. But I could remember the 98 Olympics. I was going to school in California at the time and coming into the shared common area, and Wayne Gretzky was watching one of the games. And so, of course, like, this is iconic Wayne Gretzky. I'm having a tough time even saying anything. So I just sat down very quietly and tried to pretend like I wasn't there. And he turned over to me and he said, "Oh, you're the girl that plays hockey in California." And he was playing for the Kings at the time. And my eyes got really wide. And I thought, how does Wayne Gretzky even know who I am? Like, this is beyond. I had so many moments like that with so many what I perceive to be superstar athletes. Yeah, you realize they're just people.
So we stayed in the athletes village the first 2-3 days and the last 3 or 4 days. Well, we did get to go back in if we watched a hockey game or things like that when we had a night off. Interesting for us, when we won our gold medal, we wanted to move back into the athletes village, but there was no room. So they told us that the Canadian men's hockey team, they were playing the quarterfinals. If they win the quarterfinals, then they have to stay there the night before games, so there's no room for us. But if the hockey team loses, there's rooms for you to move back into the athletes village. So big hockey fan. Wasn't cheering against Canada, but wasn't upset when they lost, because I actually got to move back in. I actually ran into Joe Thornton a number of years later and thanked him. A lot of cool experiences. They have games rooms. In the cafeteria, it's whatever you want to eat. Whatever corner of the world you're from, they have that food there. You know, they have as I jokingly used to say to kids, there was a McDonald's there, all free.
Yes, I remember that McDonald's. That was wild, because it looks like normal McDonald's. They have a cashier and you walk up and you're like, I don't know what I want. And then you're like, okay, well, I'm going to get like your smoothie. And you're like, okay. And they punch it into the cashier and it goes 000. And you're like, what? Oh, okay, let's order more. And then you're like, okay, well, I don't know, I'll get nuggets, chicken nuggets. Okay. And then she punches it in, it's $0. You're like, oh, I think I'm good. But it's surreal. Another experience like this that was completely nuts is in your pack, like, you know, you get all this swag. There's so much. And there's a lot of sponsors who really want to give something to the athletes, to volunteers. And there was this keychain from Coca-Cola. It was a Coke bottle on the keychain. And I didn't think much of it, but it was a very highly coveted item by the volunteering crew. They didn't get it. All the volunteers who were inside the accredited zones, there were those Coke machines everywhere where you can just tap this keychain and you get Coke for free on demand, unlimited. So you could get a bottled water like Dasani, or you could get Coke or whatever, Sprite. So we didn't have any use of this. So but I knew one volunteer, this wonderful lady who was retired, who volunteered, and I gave it to her. And she told to me that she became the MVP of all volunteers with her pass for the Coke machines. So she was just tapping this like there's no tomorrow. And apparently that was a big deal, this little Coke pass for the drinks.